I am so excited because this brand new machine has just landed on my doorstep, and I wanted to unbox it with you so that you could see exactly what you would get as you would get it if you were going to get this machine as well. Now this is the new Big Shot from Sizzix, or it's a limited edition Big Shot from Sizzix is what I should say. It's the same old good quality, easy to use machine as the original Big Shot, but this is a limited edition with new colors, and I want to show you how cool this is. So, excuse me while I do the horrible foam unboxing bit, but look at that. Da, 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 da. Isn't that such a pretty colour? It's like a mint green. Now I'm just making sure that I've got all the pieces. It's only come, like, this is so easy to put together, so I wanted to do that. Right, can you run and get me some scissors? I didn't get any scissors. Can't cut off all these bits. But let's see if I can pull these bits apart without the scissors first of all. So there's your handle. Sticky tape. Look at these plates that you get as well. Can you see that before I unwrap it? So cool. They're glitter. You know how I love my glitter. Let me see. Here come the scissors. So firstly, let's cut off the tag. And get these little pieces out. So there are instructions, but I figure it's fairly intuitive. Pop on the handle, screw in that little bolt, and there's an Allen key to do that. Etc, etc, and then pop on the little cap at the end, and that's all you would need to do. So how cool. Now let me open the plates. Instructions, see, tells you what to do. So that bit, remove and discard it. But yeah, easy, right? Now this is super cool because these are just the standard platforms that you get, and I think these will come apart. Yes, here we go. And you get the super cool clear but with a silver sparkle on the cutting plates there. So, of course, the best way to test this is to make something, right? So let me put all these pieces apart. Now, of course, as you know, the Big Shot is able to cut all of the main sorts of dies that Sizzix have. So it's going to cut the thinglets, it's going to cut the bigs, it's going to cut or emboss as well. So I wanted to do a quick card where I used all three of these sorts of dies to show you how these are going to work. So let me start off by doing something that I think is a long forgotten art, and that's embossing. So I've got this embossing folder here. Let me pull that up for you. So they're called Textured Impressions, and this one is wood grain number 3. And I've just got a plain piece of cardstock here that I've sponged on a little bit of brown ink down the bottom or up the top. Now let's work out. I think we need to just remove the thin die adapter, do the standard platform and the cutting plates. And wind that through. It's so easy to do. And look at that. Isn't that cool? So let's put that to one side. That's going to be like the base or a background plate, but I wanted to cut it out with one of these stitched rectangle dies. This one's designed by Tim Holtz. And to do that, now I think we need to pop in the thin die adapter. Put our cutting plate down the bottom. And I'm just going to cut out a square of this newly embossed cardstock. Sorry, I should have chosen something a bit more firmer to film on than, you know, my trusty old butcher's paper down here. So now I've cut out just a rectangle. So that's going to go on my piece of card, down like there. But now let's cut out some shapes. So I have got some Biggs dies that I thought we would cut out here. Sorry, this sticky tape I got rid of earlier. Again, these are Tim Holtz dies, and this one is tattered florals, and this one is the tattered leaves, and they kind of work really well together. And so let's cut out that. Now, to cut with the Biggs dies, we need to remove both of these pieces, and we're just going to go with the cutting platforms. So let's cut out a leaf first of all. And the good thing about the Biggs dies is that they cut out such a variety of different kinds of materials that are a lot heavier than just your paper or cardstock. So for this card, I'm going to cut out felt flowers and felt leaves. So this one's my just gorgeous leaf there. And change that one up. This one is my tattered florals, and I'm going to cut out 3 of the 4 flowers here. So the big one in pink, the medium in yellow, and the little one in a paler pink. And I can cut them all at the same time to make it nice and quick. Let's check these out as they come out. Isn't it just so satisfying the way they just cut so smoothly with those lovely edges, and you know, you're not having to sort of wrestle with getting the little bits of felt or fluff out of the way. They just cut so nice. And we're just about ready to put all of these pieces together, but of course a card, I think, needs a bit of a sentiment or a word or some kind of title. So this is one of the newer releases designed by Pete, and it's called Sentiments. So how perfect is that, right? And there's 3 options here: smile, dream, and hello. So I'm going to go with smile. And let's put all these pieces back together again, because again, now this is a thinlit, so I want to put down the standard platform, the thin die adapter, and then my cutting plates, and of course my die. And I'm going to cut this one out of some gold cardstock. And wind that through. And this is such a lovely little delicate word, but again, it's just cutting out perfectly. So look at that. Now let's put this card together real quick and show you how easy making a project with this machine is. So these are all my pieces, and it's now just a simple case of constructing this card. So I'm going to use some double-sided tape to put my background panel down. And I don't tend to go too heavy on the things that stick things together, the adhesives. Mainly because I always end up doing a lot of sewing on my projects afterwards, so I tend to like stitch everything down in place later on, and that's probably what I'll do here as well. So all I wanted to do was now just layer these up. Of course you could cut out more flowers here and do more than just the one, but I figured just the one makes quite sort of a bold statement piece here for this card. And I'm just going to glue these together real quick, but as I say, then I will tend to probably, if I was, you know, going to take a bit more time to do this, I might sort of hand stitch some sequins in here or some beads or something like that. I would definitely put some sewing on this leaf to give it, you know, some leaf veins, so to speak. And then, where do we think? Should it go up there or down here? Let's go up here, hey? And just put a little bit of glue on the edges here. So that he just pops off or pops up just a little bit, and I've got a tiny little dot for the eye. And there we go. That was quick and easy and so fun, and I just love the way this machine works, and I just love the way it looks, like even as a fashion accessory on your desk, right? That's going to be so cool. So this is the limited release. This is the UK version. It is going to be available in Australia through Spotlight stores. That's the only store it's going to be available in, and it should be reaching our shores in March. So look out for it then, and then, you know, rush in and get it because it is limited edition. So once it's gone, it's gone. So if you're after a new machine, this might just be the one for you. All right, guys, thanks for joining with me, and I'll see you again later.